Hospital, June 20th, 2025. Okay, y'all. So first things first, let me know y'all thoughts on today's new episode down below. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Yeah, let me know y'all thoughts on this episode down below. I said, okay, between Anna and Laura, I said they can't stay away from Sunny, can they? But yeah, I said on today's episode, the ladies love Sunny. The ladies love Sunny. I said, don't Anna supposed to stay away from him? Hey, how you doing today? I said, don't Anna supposed to be staying away from him? Look, she over here in his face and stuff. Then we finna talk about 88 Turner later in the review. Cause she over here in his face too. I was like, you trying to prosecute him, send him to jail and all the other stuff, but you over here talking about something. Your parents didn't let you play no softball. I was like, girl, we don't care. Y'all know. Hold on, y'all. But yeah, what y'all think of the episode? We're gonna start with Nina and Ava first. So Nina was just saying that what she feared would happen. So they started talking about Drew and how it's all his fault, but Willow is being blamed because, you know, she chose to listen to him. She chose to listen to him. Did y'all see her on today's episode? I said, look, she playing that part good, ain't she? Make you think she out of it for real. But yeah, I said she playing that part. The way she was walking around at the pool and stuff looking for Wiley, she found his shirt and everything. But yeah, to finish with Ava and Nina, they was just talking about Drew and Willow and the fact that she's lost the case and lost her kids or whatever. Excuse me. And Nina ends up telling Ava that she has to tell Willow about her and Drew. So Ava manages to convince her not to do it because she was like, she don't think that Willow would listen or believe her. I said, you know what? I said the same thing. She missed her opportunity. She missed her opportunity. I can't believe this, man. I said she definitely missed her opportunity. Talking about she gonna tell. If you really was gonna tell something, you wouldn't need to tell nobody or get their advice about it. You would just go tell it. But now she's so far gone, she ain't listening. She barely listened to Drew at this point, because at the beginning of the episode, I was like, about time. She ends up telling him she don't understand, you know, how marrying him would help her get the kids back, when that's the reason why, being with him is the reason why she lost the kids in the first place. I said, yeah, stick to it. But here go Martin. Here go Martin talking about some, it'll be a good strategy or something he said. I don't know, y'all. But yeah, like I said, Ava ends up convincing her not to tell because she would lose her daughter, and she was like, that's the most important thing, you know, your daughter or whatever. You can't lose her. Like I said, Ava told her that she don't think Willow would listen. She not in the headspace to listen to her. I think the ending of that scene, let me make sure. The ending of that scene, Nina ends up receiving a text message from Willow to meet her at the pool. But she was just trying to use that as an excuse to see the kids or whatever. Claim like she had bumped into them or something like that. And she was so desperate to take that shirt to Wiley. But Christina ends up showing up though. Who else we got? Let's see. Willow, Drew, Martin. So they end up talking. She was like, she didn't even know he was out running and stuff like that. She must have fell asleep or something. Do y'all, if it is Willow who was staring at the baby on yesterday's episode, do y'all think she's so out of it that she don't even know that she went there? I don't know. What they say? I can't believe Willow said yes to marrying Drew. I think that's a bad idea. It's definitely a bad idea. I don't know. Y'all think they're gonna show us this week what he up to? Cause he obviously up to something. I don't know what it is. I don't know what he's gonna accomplish. It's something going on more than we know as of right now. People still saying Charlotte. Some people think it's about ELQ. Some people think a whole bunch of stuff. I don't know, y'all. I haven't read anything. I haven't seen the spoilers. I'm gonna look it up after I get done with this review, though. But yeah, Willow, Drew, Martin, he just came and he was just explaining things uh, about, you know, the marriage and how it works and stuff. They supposed to be trying to get him to switch sides, though. We'll see if he actually does or not. But Drew was like, he was like, you right, it is my fault or whatever that you lost your kids. But, you know, if you married me, basically they could prove that they stayed. The same thing they said yesterday. And I was like, this ain't no good idea. It definitely ain't. I don't know. Do y'all think that now that Nina knows that they finna get ready to get married, because Willow told her that she knows she gonna get the kids back because her and Drew, by the time visitation come around, where they talk about her being able to visit the kids, they'll be married. And I was like, how that still, it's like you learn nothing. It's like she learned nothing. But yeah, I think Willow said she didn't expect Michael to get her kids, and that's when she said that Drew was the reason that Michael took the kids, and she don't see how marrying him would help them get the kids back or whatever. I said, exactly. Somebody said they think it's a custody strategy. Not a custody. What did they say? What type of way did they put it? It's what, something about, because he signed the documents or something, that means that the kids will be able to go to him. But I was like, how that's supposed to work? Michael's still alive. Shoot, Willow's still alive, even though she lost custody. So I said, how this supposed to work out? I also seen somebody saying that they think that now Sasha and Michael gonna have to get married so that they can prove that they solid and they can keep the kids. I don't know, y'all. We just gotta wait and see. But by the end of the episode, Willow ends up agreeing to get married. She ends up agreeing to get married or whatever, and she ends up telling her mom at the end of the scene, I said, look at you don't miss your opportunity. Now the girl's so far gone, I don't know. I agree with Ava, I don't think she's gonna listen to you. Now you wanna look all crazy and stuff. She had plenty of opportunity to tell, just like Portia had plenty of opportunity to tell. And who else? It was somebody else who had plenty of opportunities to tell. Michael and Christina, they was at the pool, and Wiley said something about his uncle Drew taught him something in regards to swimming or whatever. And Christina was just telling Michael that he played it off good, how he feels. They ended up talking about Drew and everything. He wonders if they were involved beforehand, and he just questioning himself, about their marriage. I think later, where did they go? I think Willow said they had to go to swim lessons or something. Something she said. I don't know. The girl was so out of it, she confused me. No, I don't know what she said for real, though. He said also, Michael ends up saying he doesn't know if or when Willow will be able to see the kids. And I think he's supposed to be talking about that to somebody on Monday's episode, y'all. Let's see what else we got. Let's see. I already said Willow agrees to get married. Tracy Curtis, he came to talk to her about making Drew pay. And I said, I've been waiting on this. They need to go on contact Carly and them too. Everybody work on a plan and a backup plan, because we don't know what he up to. We don't know how long this been going on. But yeah, they met up. Hold on, y'all. I'm just writing something down right fast. Let me see. Curtis wonders if they can get Martin to switch sides. I think I mentioned that already. He wanted to team up with Tracy to give Drew what he deserved. So they was just talking about that. She was like, she was set up. He told that he trying to find the Jacinda lady or whatever. I think Tracy said she could prove it. The Jacinda lady can prove that she wasn't the one who hired her and gave Drew that medicine stuff. I forgot the name. The ketamine, whatever it's called. Let's see. What else? I think Michael ended up coming in and they was talking about him. By the time Martin came, Tracy ends up saying that she'll do it. She'll do the press conference. She'll get up there and give Drew his name back and, apologize and all this other stuff. And I was like, I hate that she got to apologize to him, because they need to take him down for framing. Can't he go to jail for framing her? I don't know. He need to do something. They need to get him. It's long overdue now. It's been going on for a long time. Now it's time for the next storyline. Let's see. Excuse me. Emma and Gio, they was just talking about him living with Anna, and she was saying how Anna likes him being there. He just ready to find his own place and stuff. Then that's when they had the scene with the dog. And what else? It was something about Gio I had to tell y'all. Somebody said they think that Gio is going to be involved in Sonny's business or whatever. I don't know about that, but yeah, that's what they were saying, that Gio's going to be involved in Sonny's business, because y'all know he was talking about getting out of the business, and they was wondering who was going to take over. So they saying that Gio's going to be the one to do it. And I was like, I don't know about that. I said, we just got to wait and see, because somebody going to have to. Sonny, I don't want to say it like that, but y'all know it wouldn't be the first time that I said something crazy like that. I about to say Sonny almost out of there. It's about time for somebody to take over the business. Jason already said he didn't want to do it. So I don't know, y'all. I really don't know. Gio and Sonny was talking on today's episode. First, he was trying to get him to join the softball team or whatever, for Corinthos Coffee or whatever. And they had said something about, I don't know if it was when he was talking to Emma or what. What did y'all know what I'm talking about? Probably not. Y'all probably don't know what I'm talking about. It's some type of way he said it to either Emma or Sonny. They was talking about, and that's what made me remember that people were saying that he was gonna join Sonny's business. Now I don't know. We'll just wait and see. Excuse me. It was something, I did not write it down. I forgot. And that Sonny, they were just talking about softball and battling out on the field and stuff. And that's when I said they seem to love Sonny and his dimples. They seem to love him. She over here in his face. The next thing you know, here go 88 Turner. Might as well get her out the way too. Might as well. And his son was just talking about softball and stuff like that. Gio, and he was appreciative that she let him stay with them and stuff like that. What else? What else did they talk about? 88 Turner ends up showing up, and that's when her and Anna was talking about softball, and she was going to join a team. She's going to play with the PCPD too and all this stuff. Like I said, they was getting along good today. For now, let me see what they say. Okay, that's the same thing. It says somebody coming. I can't see it. Let me see. Chat filter. All messages. It's still not popping up. Let's see. Community blocked words. I can't see it, y'all. Okay. It won't pop up. Hold on. Exit off of it. There you go. Okay. With Kai and Trina, they was just laying in bed talking, and he told her how he went, and Drew actually apologized because, the surgery didn't work and stuff like that. She was getting all excited. Next thing you know, he ends up telling her about Drew's offer. So they was talking about it, and she didn't want him to leave, and he didn't want to leave her. So he went there to Drew to tell him, no, I can't do it because, Trina been a big help these past few months, so I can't leave her. So he's like, I understand. You know what? I understand. Try to play it off. Then he gonna say, but you don't have to make a decision right now. It's not set in stone. You can go back and forth to DC, just saying all this stuff, and Kai just over here believing anything this man say. He's like, for real, or whatever, and all this other stuff. So he ends up accepting. And he's supposed to tell Trina on Monday's episode that he accepted the offer or whatever. And I said, here they go. They just got together and already going through it because this man over here making everybody a doggone target. Wait, I don't think, did I say that right? Making everybody a target. He gonna be everybody's target. I know that for sure. I said, it's like he going after everybody. But yeah, he won't Kai. I don't know why he won't Kyle right there for a reason. And they also was talking about, Trina and Kyle was talking about how he told him he's not gonna use the documentary or whatever. I said, shoot, ain't no way he had that dude film all that and he not gonna use it. He gonna use it. Watch, he probably got more on that tape than anything. Hold on, let me see who we got next. We already talked about Anna, 88 Turner, Gio, Sonny. He was trying to convince him to play for Corinthos Coffee. Excuse me, Corinthos Coffee. He agreed. At first he was like, no, because the quarterman's gonna be there, all these different people that's attached to him now gonna be there, and he's just not ready to deal with them. Sonny ends up talking to him saying that beforehand, Lois and made decisions for you, but now you're grown, so you ain't gotta deal with all that. You can make your own choices. He was like, you know what, you're right. And that's when he agrees to play for Corinthos Coffee. And I said, here we go. They're gonna have a problem with him hanging out with Sonny. They definitely gonna have a problem with him hanging out with Sonny now. They already had something to say before they knew he was family. So you already know what's gonna happen. I think the last people we got is Willow and Nina. Let me make sure. I already said Willow agrees to get married. 88 Turner thinks they... Oh! 88 Turner ends up telling Anna also she thinks that her and Anna would gets along better when Sonny's out of the picture and he pays for his crimes. I said, yeah, okay. I said, I don't know. I feel like they're going to make... I always say they going to make somebody connected in some way. 88 Turner, she too desperate over here. They say she's trying to make a name for herself. But I wouldn't be surprised if she's going to actually... Has anybody heard if the lady going to be on the show for real? Like a main cast or anything? Because I was like... They seem like they going to make her connected to Anna in some type of way or something like that. We'll see, though. Let's see. Yeah, I think the last people is Willow and Nina, because we already talked about 88 Turner over here talking to Sonny, talking about some her parents didn't let her play softball as a kid and stuff like that. I was like, girl, please, cry me a river. Cry us a river. We ain't friends with you going on. Hey, how you doing today? How you doing today? Yeah, over here trying to tell your life story and stuff. We don't care that you didn't used to play no softball. You trying to have this man locked up. What the world going on? But yeah, Trina and Ava. That's who I forgot, y'all. Trina ends up telling Ava about Kai's results. They end up talking about Drew and his offer. She thinks that he's going to turn it down because, it will require him to go to Washington, D.C. But once again, he ends up telling her that he's going to accept the offer. And the last thing, Willow, Nina, she ain't learned nothing. She ain't going to learn. And she's so far out of it, I don't know. I don't know what to say. She's just so far out of it. I don't know what's going to wake up. Somebody did say they think that once she finds out the truth about Nina and Drew, that she going to start to wake up. I think that's going to push her father over the edge. I don't know who was watching Daisy, but it might be her. It might just be her, but I don't know yet. But yeah, I was like, that's definitely gonna push her over the edge. And I think that's what Ava was trying to tell Nina as well. But yeah, Willow shows up to the pool and Nina sees her. So she's just walking around and stuff. And I was like, what the word going on here? And then she sees his shirt. And she was like, this is Wally. She was just desperate to get it back to him. Nina trying to tell her, Nina's just good for nothing at this point. I was like, girl, just let it go. Talking about you don't want to lose your relationship. What relationship? What relationship at this point? Anytime Drew around, she like dismiss. I don't want to say dismisses Nina, but at the same time, that's basically what she do. She be dismissing her. But yeah, she trying to convince her not to do it. She sees Christina, so she calls Christina there. She did not want to let go of that shirt. Christina ends up getting it. She wanted Christina to tell the kids, you know, she loved them and stuff like that. Christina agrees and she left. That's when Nina was trying to comfort her and let her know that she was gonna get the kids, and she's like, "Oh, I know, because by the time visitation comes around or whatever, me and Drew will be married." And she walked away, and Nina just looking how she be looking. Yeah, he is. He gullible. That's what it is. He is definitely gullible. I said he finna learn. He finna learn. I bet Michael got something up. He should have something up. They still don't got no doggone security. I'm gonna keep talking about that. They don't have security either. But yeah, I think that's everything, y'all. I haven't read the spoilers yet, but I'm gonna make a separate video on that. But yeah, that's it. Let me know your thoughts on this episode down below. Stay tuned for the next review. Until next time, deuces. Have girls today and be safe.